All right, we're back. Hello?
Hello.
Okay, so I'm sat in my chair. We're trying Lucky's Tale. This is first party, right? That's fair to say. This was produced by the guys at Oculus itself, right? It wasn't contracted out or anything. This is Oculus's game. No? Which is really interesting because, guys, what we're going to see here is this is actually a third-person perspective game. So it's not quite in the spirit of what most people would consider with VR. But you got to be careful not to dismiss third-person perspective experiences just because it's VR. Now, because again, you still get immersed widely into a world. You still get incredible sense of depth and scale. And who cares if it's third person, as long as there's clarity in the gameplay and what you can do and what you can see, it can work. Like a lot of people talk about grand strategies. Top-down games that can still work just as well in VR. So I'm curious to see how this feels. How that they went with this instead of another third-person adventure, right?
It is made by Playful Corp.
Oh, okay.
It's Playful Corp. Their indie studio. So
I'm
pretty sure it was like because the Oculus are paying people to
yes,
make games.
they are. Yeah.
So because they want them games out there.
Yeah, because well, you got a new hardware like this, guys. They're in a catch-22. Nobody buys the hardware because there's no games. Nobody buys the games because there's no hardware. Nobody makes the games, sorry, because there's no hardware that everyone has. It's a catch-22. So to get around this, are HTC doing the same thing? Are they paying people to make product?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the bigger criticisms of the Vive, right? That there's not much really to do in it at the moment.
Yeah, you're basically getting patches to old games. And it's because you can see it on Steam. You can see like
that leaf.
There's a lot more Oculus games.
Yeah, and this is why as well you'll see that like the front runner, especially for Vive, people are really interested in like creativity-based things and things that have like a lot of replayability because they're scared of you trying this out, getting blown away, but not having content to experience, and then it goes back on the shelf. Which is why that last game, if that had like some daily concepts in it, I actually kind of like, like it's really important that they encourage people to keep these headsets plugged in and in easy access, so basically the same thing doesn't happen with the DK with this that happened to me with the DK1, where I just try it for a few weeks and then I stop using it.
All right, let's jump in.
Anyway,
let's jump in.
First of all, this is really cool. I can see like dolphins over there. Can you see those?
Yeah, I can see them jumping in the water.
They must just be like pitifully small little things back there. All right, let's go then. Okay, so I press A. This is just the title screen. It felt like
careful
I was
with
in
those
the game.
dolphins, dude. Might fall in love. Oh wow. How does that look? Like
it looks great. Oh, like looking out the window. Oh, we got a bit of voice acting going on. Oh, and he's got a little. That's kind of provocative. That pig.
Yeah.
Oh.
But Glor crept in, looking for a treat.
Okay. All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't realize there was a tentacle next to my face. How is he still asleep getting abducted? This isn't... This is... Oh, look, there's a little rat under the bed. Can you see that?
Yeah. What the heck?
This is a really interesting... Cutscenes are so different, dude. It's so weird. Like, I can just look at a dartboard if I want instead,
I didn't think there would be an actual story for this. Okay. I'm impressed. So it's like Connor, like the N6 is
Conker.
It's in the N64 days.
Right. See, people are trying to say that. They're like, people getting blown away when the N64 came out and the jump from 2D to 3D really started getting underway. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, and you had these flagship titles like Super Mario 64 and stuff for them that people are so nostalgic about. They want games like this to, be that new thing. Can you imagine like a 7-year-old plugging this in and playing this and just the deep nostalgia they'd feel for it? When they're older, when they're 20 and everyone's using headsets like this?
Yeah. The experience is going to be drastically different. How do you feel about collectathons? Because I never really enjoyed collectathons that much. Like I enjoyed, of course, the Banjo-Kazooies and all that, but
DK Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, but there was a point to them. Like I feel like there's not much here from what I can see.
There's not much of a point. Well, I haven't played enough to know that just yet.
Right. From what I saw, I just don't like all you're doing is collecting stuff. Like, where's the gameplay?
Oh,
you know?
okay. Well, if it does end... Oh, no, I fell because I looked. That was interesting.
Oh, my gosh.
That was crazy. I got distracted. I wanted to look in the water. I forgot I was in control and killed myself because... Dude, there's like mechanics that devs can play with that. That's weird. Right? Like, force the player to look over here to read numbers or something while they also have to multitask over here. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
Do you get motion sickness?
No, I'm not motion sick at all.
Okay. So
there's more motion here
motion
than
sick.
any other game I've played so far. Even Elite Dangerous in the ship.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like the worst case scenario. I have really bad motion sickness and I wear glasses. Like, I'm the worst.
Oh,
So
this is crazy. I can jump into my own face, Matt. Whee! Oh,
see,
that's cool.
see, now you're doing like what all the reviewers did. Like, it's like, oh, VR, it looks so cool.
No, because
third person.
Because
and then you're gonna give it a 10 out of 10, right?
No, all right. So that's something we talked about a little bit between the videos, right? I think between the videos. Where do you draw the line?
Going.
How do we know what a good game is versus what's just good because it's being propped up by the VR experience? Do we have to draw that line or what?
I mean, I guess it's kind of like the same thing where it happens a lot. Okay, it happens in history where people get their new consoles.
Rate shoddy experiences higher than they deserve to be.
Yeah, the launch titles, they're like, oh man, 10 out of 10 for this launch title. But when you really go back to it and look to it, it was a terrible game, and nobody even realizes that it exists anymore because people are just happy to be playing a new console. I think this might be in that lines unless there's a lot more to it. You know, some boss fights or something like that. A little more stuff like this, but it's all collecting.
Well, okay.
But I mean, drawing that line, like, I don't.
Okay, sorry. There's little
penguins.
Okay, what I would say.
Or ducks.
Yeah, they're like ducks, birds, right? Seagulls. One thing I would say, though this probably looks really trivial and basic to you guys, I could totally see it. What am I doing, right? Who hasn't played this before, honestly?
Yeah.
But you haven't played this before. This is totally unlike any game I've ever experienced right now. As similar as this gameplay is, as familiar as this is, it's a completely different experience. Because, I mean, just that separation of camera from... It's so intuitive, right? You know how many games... Think back again to when we first moved to 3D gaming, right? What was the main thing developers struggled with controls-wise?
Oh yeah, the 3D camera, absolutely.
Well, yeah, like you're controlling the camera. This again is different. But I can understand how someone can get blown away by this, even though there's nothing particularly mind-blowing here.
Would you have rather this for Chronos?
Would I have rathered what?
Well, I mean, obviously you haven't played it yet. Chronos, where they have a fixed camera because, you know,
oh, dude, this camera, any day. Fixed camera is going to feel, well, as far as I can guess, anyway, so far.
Yeah.
I think that a fixed camera will feel horrible. This is
I don't like fixed camera at all, and I want to know how this feels for someone who's very motion sick, like very. I get inside of the car, and I'm already getting sick, unless I'm driving.
I must. Oh,
now,
look.
How does this feel?
Oh, this feels great. This feels, again, that feeling of being in the Games Workshop, looking at like a little table. I feel like I'm crouched down, eye level, with some real surface top. And it's a little blurry. I want to get the sweet spot back with the headset again. That makes me a bit sad. There we go. I think we got it again there. But it feels. Oh, dude, this is. I feel like I'm at
I would
theme
love
park.
2D games like this.
Sorry?
I would love to see 2D games like this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Take Unravel,
I'm okay
right?
with this. Side strolling on rails on the side while you play. Like, I would be okay with this.
This is bizarre. Take a game, like, honestly, we played Unravel on the channel already, right? Do you know, a game like that would get so much benefit from this. So
you think so?
much.
That would be interesting to see Unravel like that. But that's really 2D. That's not like the 2.5D.
Yeah, right.
Really.
And I did feel a little bit like, when I was in there, I felt one of the games I've been playing on my DS is New Super Mario Bros. 2, I think it is. It's like, and there's some sequences in that. It felt a little bit like that. But obviously, I'm not on a handheld, and I'm looking at a tiny screen. It's my entire field of vision that's... I'm surprised how. Do you know what? And though this may seem very familiar, and it may. Let's try and break out, shall we? Let's see. See how short.
Crack it up. Crack it up.
Oh, okay, and that's a
And,
little scary there. We're very high up, I'm suddenly aware. Though this may seem familiar, and it might strike you as uninventive, I actually think that there's some perks in that familiarity. I think that it's allowing me to settle into it quickly and enjoy it quickly. You know, like I'm not conscious of 1,000 cables around me and weird new gimmicky controllers in my hand and rigging my brain to understand an entirely new concept of exploration and control in a game, as you will experience when you're using the touch in 4 months, or when you buy the Vive and you choose that right now, the experiences you have, where there's just so much going on in your head, and it's great and it's amazing and you're loving every second of it, but like there's a lot. This is like, hey, here, see, experience the power of this without having to go to extreme lengths to rewire your head. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, and I guess that's what they were both trying to do, Vive and Oculus, to try to make it as natural as possible.
Right.
And at least Palmer was talking a lot of it, and
see, like this,
about the hand gestures with the touch, being able to point and wave and do thumbs up and stuff like that. I wonder about that.
See, this may look like a normal game, dude. If I jump, I can't do that there, right? The character going into the camera. This is my eyes. This is my face. And he's like this cute little fox guy. I cannot do that without putting a massive smile on my face. Right, you guys know me. I get enthusiastic about things, but I'm also a bit of a grump, okay? And this is so cool. It's just, I don't know, dude.
All right. What about the game, though? What about, you just put up coins. Get that.
Oh, no.
You missed the red coins, dude.
Oh!
You missed the red coins, bro.
Look at how...
And you stole someone's baby, apparently.
Look at this. I've got it. Do you know what's powerful about this as well? I have 2 brothers, guys. I have 2 brothers. Neither of them are there's a chicken there. Neither of them are particularly big gamers anymore. They're console bro dudes. They don't really do very much. My younger brother at least still plays a bit of WoW. Oh, we're back here. Okay, all right. It was fun enough. This is the kind of thing I would immediately be like, look, you know how an Xbox One controller works? Just have fun. Play this. Easily. This feels like a complete experience. Maybe a shallow one.
You missed that coin.
What?
Missed that coin. No, you didn't get the coin. That big old fat coin. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. This is just like the other game we played recently.
All right, it's fine. Wait, which other game? Look, we missed a load of coins there as well.
Oh, God.
It's fine. Oh, God. I'm sorry, Lucky.
Yeah. So your brothers will like the familiarity of having a keyboard. I mean, not keyboard. Console.
No, it's not about the controller. It's just this is a game I know they could understand very easily. This is a game my 50-year-old stepfather could understand very easily. I think there's power in that. I think that when you've got a growing industry, right, and you've got to try and get it to the masses, I think having an experience like this offers a lot, actually. Because as crazy and as exciting and thrilling as horror games are going to be on this headset, that is not the kind of thing that I'm going to be, itching to give to my, my girlfriend's little sister or my nan or my mother or something like that, right? Games like that and powerful experiences like that will still only get so far. I think this having wide appeal is smart to do. Like, I can understand why this would be a release game that they'd give everyone for free, even though it doesn't seem to be in the spirit of VR because it's not first person. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I when I hear VR, a lot of people are like, oh, no, the future is about, getting up and, drilling holes into your walls and like
putting fake
using touch controls and stuff like that. When I hear VR, all I care about is something I can put on my face to put me in the world. It doesn't matter if it's first person. It doesn't matter if it's third person. It matters if the game is good. And that's what I care about. You got to hit the target.
Yeah,
I don't have that disconnect like people have. So I am game to try a third person game. Like I want to try a third person. I want to see what the developers can do. For me, it's not about the first person stuff. It's not about it's about anything.
Yeah.
Give me something unique and wow me. And that's what I care about.
I think that, yes, it is at its strongest with the first person stuff, and it's at its strongest when you're moving around, and like, I don't think that you can deny that. But
sure.
But here's the question. Here's the thing, though. Here's the key point. Can you sell the device when there are experiences like this on it instead?
Yeah.
And I think you can. I think you can. This holds up on its own. This is a powerful experience, even if it's not all that other stuff. Is it enough to sell a head-mounted display and sell it as a seated experience where it's not full of motion controls? And my answer to that is yes, it is enough. You're right. Like, just having a headset, putting me into this, again, like, I'm going to cringe when I get out of this and I'm going to see the stupid little flat screen that you're watching this on. I really am. This is enough. This is... Obviously, everyone's going to have a different question when it comes to the price, right?
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, this is what? This is for kids, I guess? Sort of?
Right.
I mean, I'll play kiddie games any day if it's good. Just like I'll watch kiddie shows or something like that. So like Steven Universe. I love that.
I like this as well, right?
It doesn't matter. Like I care about the game itself and if it's good or not. I think the kids are not going to have enough money to buy, like the VR.
Well, it's never
experience.
the kids, is it? It's the parents.
Yeah. Being able to spend $600.
Oh!
There goes that death. $600. If they don't have a good PC, then they would have to spend a little bit more as well to build that
this
up.
is very high end actually, and think about the price of all the games as well.
Yeah, that's an expensive.
This is expensive even after you have the
gift,
device.
Maybe the rich kids, they'll be fine either way. They probably already know about this already because it's cool to be around VR stuff, So,
do you think that comparisons to the expense of like the original Atari and early consoles and the price of those games is still valid in any way?
This goes a step further because the headset is such a big price, and then what you're running it on is such a big price. This goes a step further. Like
then the games are a big price.
Yeah, eventually you would love to hear, oh, here's the VR experience and everything is included. All you have to do is plug it in and you're already in. Like, I would love to hear something like that, and everything is included. You don't have to have a crazy PC or anything like that to get that experience.
Every time Lucky's Tale does a scene like this, it's gorgeous. It's unbelievable. And again, this is a great example of they're giving me a lot of detail and things to look at far away, and I've forgotten about the screen door effect. If I wasn't here in a conversation with you, I wouldn't be thinking of it right now. I really wouldn't. And I think that's because, it uses like these much smoother, less detailed textures with, you can pick out very easily and very comfortably the difference between the surfaces and what platforms are. And, like there's big, bright primary colors being used, and it just makes it all so comfortable.
So, what do you think about the game?
I think you're right that the game itself is kind of boring. Well, it's not boring. I don't want to say that. It's not boring. The game itself is simplistic. It's something I've experienced a lot of times before. All right. If this did not come out on a head-mounted display, this game is nothing to write home about. It's nothing to write home about. The most interesting thing it's doing gameplay-wise is this crazy camera control scheme, obviously, because I'm controlling the camera in my head while having full control. I know for a fact right now I'm running in little circles, and if I look back, there you go, I'm running in little circles, and now I'm jumping over there. And, that's nice, but I don't know. I think this is, oh my god, look, it's a dude. It's so charming, though.
Chia dude.
Look at this guy.
Pokemon.
Look at him.
Dude, that's totally the Bomb King, or is it called the Bomb King?
The Bob-Omb King. What, from Mario 64?
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
See, I like games like this. One of the things I was going to say earlier as well is, right, like, if someone's sitting there, and I'm not saying either Matt or I am sitting there, but if anyone's sitting there wondering, why did they do such a kiddie game for this high-end head-mounted display thing? This is built for horrors. This is built for intense RPGs. This is built for atmospheric travel games, like, exploring deep under the ocean or, Shadow of the Colossus style experiences. If you're sitting there and then wondering why they do something like this, I think you'd be surprised how many people can enjoy this. Like, I'm not a kid, all right? I'm not like some 7-year-old that this is primarily going to help, but I was once upon a time, and I played a game like Croc 2, all right? And I feel that beautiful, like, little... Let's try and climb up. you know, we have our memories of playing games like this.
Yeah.
And it's charming and it's cute and it taps into that and it reminds us of those days. With this beautiful twist where I can just look up in the sky at a giant windmill up there like that. And I think for that reason, I've enjoyed this more than any other game so far.
I mean, it is free, so you can't really complain, right? So.
Well, unless you factor in the price of the headset with the game.
Well, nah, it's just free because Oculus wants free stuff with their game. But yeah, it's like the Xbox controllers. Like they have a deal. Ooh.
Oh, I thought it might have worked.
Watch, you're gonna have to restart everything.
No, we're back here. It's cool. Ready? I will spend one more life on this. You ready?
Yeah.
Wait, I want to go down there though. How do I?
Why are they blinking?
Because they're gonna disappear after. I don't know what that is. That's weird. Should we? Oh, see, look down there. Look over there.
How does it look to look down?
It feels weird, dude. I feel like it feels like I'm high up. There's nothing else to explain it.
You feel like you're gonna fall, or?
No, because I know I'm sat in my chair. I know I'm playing a game. I haven't forgotten that, but it does give you this.
Have you forgotten?
It does give you a feeling that is very similar to, you know, this to me. The last time I was on a boat was when I took a ferry to a place called the Isle of Wight. It's in the south of England. Some of you guys will know that. And this was years ago. That was the last time I was on a boat. And standing here reminds me of when I was on the deck of that ferry looking over the edge. And I don't get that from any other game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, all right. Clearly they don't want it. We made that. We made that right there. If they wanted it, they would have let it. Look, there's a penguin guy over there.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
Lucky's Tale, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Lucky's Tale. I'm not sure we got too much else to say on this one, really.
Yeah.
Dude, I see myself playing this though. After we have done with this, I'm probably gonna go show this to like some people who typically don't play games.
Right. Like, oh, this looks cool. This looks like the Donkey Kongs and the Banjo Kazooies.
They don't even know what that stuff is. These people are not gamers. I will say one thing, all right, just to rate the experiences and what we've seen today, all right. Best moment was the hangar in Elite Dangerous. Now, I don't know whether that's just because I just started using the headset. Probably is.
No, it's probably because Elite Dangerous is awesome.
All right, that hangar, that was insane. Going up there, that was mental.
People have forgotten where they were playing Elite Dangerous with Oculus Rift on in a DK2 as well. So they just had their whole tasks, the hot tasks set up and everything, and they just sit there all day long and get lost.
I wonder if anyone's going to create a physical, you know, joystick complementing device that is meant to look exactly like what your character's holding in the cockpit in that game. Because I definitely understand the temptation to do that. All right, so these things shoot me. I'm just going to run past. No, this is good. It's a simple game, yes, but it's a game that I understand how to play, and it's engaging, and I feel comfortable doing it because of these beautiful environments I'm traveling around.
Oh, so eye candy tech demo. Lucky Step, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. Like maybe one notch above that, but yeah.